I unmuted the wrong thing. Howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome in. Will, thank you for being first there. That's a holy shit. One of my usual people who looks first isn't first. Let's go. Got a usurper over here. I will drink some water. Yes, I have not been drinking enough water for the last couple days, so I do need some water. Uh, Hope everyone's having a good day. It is no longer as early in the day as it has been before, so here we are. Also, yeah, I still find that picture hilarious. It will be there until John comes back, which he will eventually. Eventually. But yeah, as I said, we are going to be playing some Armored Core today. I just have to get the game up and running. I did have some minor technical difficulties. But yeah, today we are going through New Game Plus 2, which is where the real weird and crazy shit happens. So that's gonna be fun. Gotta make sure that all my stuff is set up, because I don't think I did that. Go. And hi, Felix. I hope you're doing good. I'm over here clicking on the wrong things. I'm a professional, I swear. Let's get to the correct screen here, shall we? Alright, I'm good. We're gonna be playing some Armored Core. Let me go ahead and before I forget, Spotify, I appreciate you, but not right now. But yeah, last we left off, we did New Game Plus. This is New Game Plus 2. You're a pro, don't worry, I don't see anything. This is true. This is true. Especially since I'm blocking the screen, goddamn. I am a professional streamer here. Professional as in I make money off of this, not that I am good. But from those of you who remember the last time we hopped on here, this is a slightly, actually a drastically different build from what was last seen, but I've been playing around with trying a different, more lightweight build, and I've really liked this. So yeah, we're gonna be going through New Game Plus 2, and we will be going from there. Which, Felix, I don't know if you even saw any of my other Armored Core playthroughs at all, or have seen anyone play this game. Because if you haven't, you're about to be very, very confused, as New Game Plus 2 is very wild story. Okay. But we're gonna have a lot of fun with this. Thankfully, the early missions don't change much, so we don't really have anything to worry about there. Basically, a whole premise is that I am a pilot. I am piloting a big old mech that I was specifically augmented to pilot, but the augmentation did a lot of damage to my body, so I'm basically here trying to make money to undo the augmentation. So that's the whole premise of the game. As to why I am here. And this is one of the companies that's hiring us to go do something. Okay, yeah. Very simple. Just somebody will hire me to do something and I have to go do it. Okay. Like this one said. Yeah.
You've got ID. Now you need a rep.
6. I am, yes, Savvy. I'm trying out a few different times. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, because like I said before, I swapped over my schedule. My previous scheduled time was entirely because of a heat wave during the summer because I don't have AC, and I was dying by streaming later in the day.
Enemy attack! 1AC! Looks like the Archivist group hired some muscle. An independent mercenary, huh? At least they didn't send the Vespers. Intercepting!
They're just mass-produced MTs. Wipe them out, 621.
This AC pile is sharp.
Focus
Beautiful.
your fire! That merc turned through us. Damn it! Archivist really.
You could tell that this is like New Game Plus because
Targets left.
early missions like this, like the first playthrough would have actually been difficult, but now with more advanced parts, this is literally child's play.
Wait. I'm picking up new enemy signatures. Looks like reinforcements. Eliminate them.
Except for when my reactor recharges slower than I'm expecting. Also, that one's new. I didn't remember them having reinforcements this far back. Rejoining the gun. Alright. We'll see you when you get back. Okay.
The enemy MT squad has been eliminated. That's it for this job, 621. Return to
Yeah,
base.
this build that'll change the missions. Nice. Yeah, there are some early subtle changes, but as it goes on, there are going to be some drastically different alternate missions.
No new messages.
Okay, we got no new messages. This one shouldn't really be any different.
Job for you, 621.
And this is also fairly easy.
Call from the Balaam Group, one of the corporate forces occupying Rubicon.
Yeah, because this one is just go out.
All independent mercenaries.
Yeah, let's go out for the artillery emplacements again. Yada yada yada.
The client doesn't care who does this job,
We'll focus on the briefings when it's the
as long as it gets done.
alternate missions that are like drastically different from what we did last. And then once we have those alternate missions, that's when we'll really like listen to the briefings and see how that goes.
Main system activating.
But for now,
Commence mission. Destroy
good.
all of the Rubicon.
Yeah, because otherwise it's all like story stuff that, well, at least most of us here have seen before. I think Felix is the only one who hasn't actually seen anything of this game prior to today.
We got a corporate merc!
But Felix is also
There. That's one of the
currently
artillery
in
placements.
a vehicle and on their way home, so
Attack it from behind. We're clear here. Move on to the next site, 621.
There! That corporate dog!
You're up against mass-produced MTs. Eliminate them as necessary.
enemy attack! They're after the arc.
Head to the final site. Keep up the good work.
This is... I always feel bad redoing the early missions with like late game parts. Especially late game, new game plus parts. Because these like are significantly easier now. So I gotta say, I don't really know how I feel about like the burst machine gun.
Show that interloper what makes the Liberation Front strong. Force and ash, we stand as one!
The burst feels a little weird. Hi, time to flex. Technically true, yes. I don't really know how I feel about the burst machine gun.
Confirmed. All targets destroyed. That's it for this job, 621. Return
I
to
prefer
base.
the full auto, so I may swap back to that.
No new messages.
Or maybe even... we may try something with a bit more range and firepower. Like maybe... linear rifle? Well, for now we'll stick with the machine guns. Machine guns have been helping us out so far. Here we go.
Got a job for you, 621. The Balaam Group sent a request.
Yep. The request to
Raven, this request comes from Dalfa, one of our affiliates.
yep.
The group has committed to use of military force to handle the Rubicon Liberation Front. Target for this mission is a squad of transport choppers. Destroy them.
Yep.
Counter guerrilla resistance from Baus mass-produced MTs. They're no great concern. You performed adequately in your last sortie, Raven. This did not go unnoticed.
Alright,
We'll
Balaam.
be watching with it.
It's just go and destroy the
Now they're asking for you by name.
transport choppers.
Keep building your rep.
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Destroy the Rubicon Liberation Front transport choppers.
We're under attack! The Core VI VOD.
Confirmed. Transport chopper down.
That's one down.
Keep it at 621. There. Take it out.
Hostile AC! Defend our supply! Our comrades on the Strider can't wait any longer! Yeah, corporation.
Confirmed. Target destroyed.
Okay.
On to the next targets.
Having a good time? I am. Yes. Oh, how are you doing today?
We're no match.
Okay, there is
Have no fear.
more tetrapod. There's gonna be the tetrapod over here.
Looks like
That'll
they've
be
got
easy
mouse
enough to
to
deal
control
with.
it. It's a cut above the other MTs. Ignore it and focus on the mission.
Why ignore it when I can just outright body it?
APS overload?
Oh, you're going for New Game Plus Plus? I am, yes.
Can't be. Who are you?
Got the tetrapod.
Yet another potato? Oh god, now there are two of them.
Looks like you got them all.
Oh yes, this is New Game Plus Plus. We're gonna... This is a build that I'm trying out. I like it so far. It's just not what I'm used to because I played through the rest of the game with a double trigger build.
The Corps see the Liberation Front as a hint to the Rubiconian. It's just a job, 621.
Don't you want to be friends? Oh god, no. There's too much power. Too much power in two of you. One was hard enough to deal with. Now there are two of them.
Got a job for you, 621. It's an open call from the Archivist Group.
Fate brought us together. Oh no. Oh god.
The target may be a product sample, but it's still an AC. Stay sharp, 621.
Oh.
Main system.
And push.
Combat mode.
Wait, Potato Dude, thank you for the follow. I now have to do 10 push-ups because Potato is salty. So give me my sub ended to kill me. Sag. Big Sag. All units be advised, we have a massive case of cringe here as Potato is asking for a new follower to gift them a sub. That's a third world country with broken economy. Oof.
We've got a read on the target. Now's the time,
I'm
621.
dead. Indeed you are, Potato. Indeed you are.
We're under attack! Must be the locals.
The pilot's just a trainee for delivery duty, but don't let your guard down.
I'll deal with the work. I've been training for this.
This AC has reached breaking point. Go for a direct hit.
Easy clap.
I just
Well, I mean, to be fair, that AC is
wanted to call sign of my own.
not really that strong of a build.
Enemy AC destroyed. That's it for
Like,
this
the only
time,
time I really had a problem with that was like on my very first playthrough with like the early parts. I really wish a kilo of tortillas didn't cost as much as 2 cokes. What the fuck? Bro, what is that?
Michigan. About leaving 621 with the red guns.
Handler Walter, forgot to mention something. The Liberation Front's changing their strategy. Been cozying up to independent mercs.
Great news, if it means more work for 621.
They can try whatever tricks they want. clash some heads.
It isn't funny anymore. I want to get off this wild ride. Understandable.
New message.
Jesus.
About the tester AC you downed. That was being remember.
Can't, Walter, you can't say that's me. You're the one who gave me the job to go fight that AC. You can't tell me I need to watch out who I'm messing with. Bro, you told me to go do it.
Got a job for you, 621. We've received a request from the Rubicon Liberation Front.
Tacolandia. No place where everything is yellow tinted.
Be of interest to you.
Yep.
We want you to escort the Strider, a weaponized mining ship. There's no end to the Corp's invasion. They've reached the Bonadea Dunes in western Belius now. Before the invasion, the Strider was our mobile base for extracting and distributing coral. We paid the dozers a fortune to outfit it for combat. It's too precious an asset to lose. Hopefully we can count on your assistance.
Yep. Okay.
Looks like we've got conflicting requests about the same ship. You'll be doing the work. You choose.
So this is the first big change for New Game Plus Plus. The first real big change.
Chose the Liberation Front, did you? Whatever works to get your name out there. That's the benefit of being independent.
Indeed it is, Walter. Indeed it is. I just always find it hilarious looking back at the other at my monitor with OBS on it. I just see John sitting in the corner.
Commence mission. Wait. Someone's already attacking the ship.
What is that thing?
I remember this mission. This is about to be a pain in the ass.
Enemies on the radar. 621. They're coming. No ID. They're not Schneider MTs. Those...
Bro, what the fuck? I forgot that these things are unreasonably strong.
Commence mission. Wait. Someone's already attacking the ship.
And if I focus too hard on one, the other is gonna fucking blindside me. They are unreasonably tanky and unreasonably fast for what they're supposed to be. Okay, I just have to be ready to move.
Enemies on the radar. 621. They're coming. No ID. They're not Schneider MTs. Those sea weapons. Defend yourself,
Yeah.
621. They're not going to listen to reason.
They're autonomous crap. They can't listen to reason, Walter.
Weapons made by the Rubicon Research Institute. Relics that survived the fires at Ibis.
2 repair kits remaining.
I hate these things. They are unreasonably fast and unreasonably tanky. Yo, why the ground hurt? Honestly. Okay, that one's down. Not gonna lie, I've been watching because like we kind of still don't know the game mechanics.
Don't take them head on, 621. They'll tear you to shreds.
That's okay. I still only have a mild grasp of game mechanics. I've been playing this for months. Yeah, that's one down. I'm pretty sure there's like, because there's 3 more already out here, and there's gonna be like 4 more that'll spawn in.
We've got more incoming.
Yeah, there they are. Drink water. I will as soon as I have an opening to, Potato.
I'll do the thinking.
No repair kits remaining. Right hand ammunition at 30%.
Hey,
We have these machines coming in hot. These are dangerous, 621. Knock them down and go in for the kill.
Hobbs, thank you for the follow. I'm focusing on trying not to die here. Oh God, why are there more of them?
At 10%.
Okay, yep.
AP at 50%. Right shoulder ammunition at 30%.
Alright. One more here. I'm out of healing entirely.
AP at 30%.
Yeah. You got this, buddy. I apparently don't. And the part is, I'm not exaggerating to go any AC game below 4th gen. You'll see how rough it was. Yeah. Much as I may have to swap this out for another missile. I like to play a game where there's absolutely no tutorials. Yes. Armored Core is one of those games, especially the older ones, where there is 0 tutorial. It is figure it out on your own. I want to swap to a double trigger here. Missiles and guns, I may have to. Just I have to keep. No, that sounds like hell. That's the early Armored Core games. Also, if you think this is fast-paced, you should look at what Armored Core 4 looked like. Jesus Christ, was that a nightmare.
What is that thing?
Enemies on the radar. 621. They're coming.
Yes, they are, but here's what we're gonna do here.
They're not Schneider MTs.
Okay.
Those C-11s.
Of
Defend
course.
yourself, 621.
Heal, heal, heal.
They're not going to listen to reason. Those are drone weapons made by the Rubicon Research Institute. Relics that survived the fires of Ibis.
Okay. Got him.
Did you get them? Wait, there's more.
What do you mean? Armored Core was totally meant for human reactions, bro.
Helianthus machines.
I got fucking
Don't take them head on,
Armored Core
621.
4 was like the first Armored Core game that I played. It was like my introduction to the series. I could not play it for very long. I got motion sick. Jesus Christ, that game was a lot. And I wasn't even good at it.
We've got more incoming.
Yeah, I'm seeing that, Walter. Commentary is
For a chance at counter.
most invigorating.
I'll do the thinking. Helianthus machines coming in hot. These are dangerous 16. Knock them down and go in for the kill.
But yeah, did you know there's actually an a mod for 6 that implements the movement from Armored Core 4? So you can be in Armored Core 6 using Armored Core 4's movement, which to me is just insane, as this game is not balanced for that at all. It is balanced with a much slower maneuverability.
Looks like the last of them. Nothing on the long-range radar. You may have
I wonder if they
failed
do a
to strike,
remaster of
but you
older
have
games.
no
That's a good
excuse.
question.
I'll look into this.
Don't know.
You go home and get some rest, 621.
It's a good question, especially now since like up until recently, Armored Core was one of their more popular franchises. Like it was not very spoken of.
One new message.
Or another AC game with a similar speed of AC4. A 4 answer. Oh god,
Raven, first up, let me apologize.
that would be
That
fucking
request to escort
wild.
Strider turned out to be something else entirely. I hear those strange machines didn't come from the corpse. Is there
And I love that
something
game,
worse that wants
bro.
to
That
see
game was
Vulcanians fall?
its movement was
Be careful out there,
wild.
Raven. There's more to this.
My reflexes to denote that. Yeah, it was the Armored Core is one of those games that
You're joining an operation planned by
for me it's a lot of
BOHQ.
fun, especially as a mecha fan, because there are not a lot of good mecha games that are at least
Good. Sit your ass down and
very
listen.
open-ended and easy to get
Bailey's
into.
moving in on the Gallia Dam complex, one of the Liberation Front's
Because you have to
bases.
dig, because mecha itself isn't a very popular franchise, so you have to dig through
Destroy their lifeline and make those
a
sacks of
lot of
shit beg
garbage.
for mercy.
Which is why I love, yeah, that's why I love
Sending
Armored
two good
Core
for
as a
nothing
series, is
men from the Red
because
Guns. Gun 4
it is like one of the
bullseye,
few
gun 5
good mech
monster.
franchises where I'm like, yes,
You're
give
just
me
gonna
more
tag
mechs.
along on ass-wiping duty. I'm assigning you the call sign Gun 13.
I also don't know how Iguazu got into the Red Guns. His build is
Gun
fucking
13 sound off.
garbage. Headbringer is such a bad build.
Get ready. We're going on a field trip, kiddo.
Field trip, yes, potato. Another field trip. My dear dog. He was scratching at my door, whining to get in the room. I let him in. He sits on my bed for a few minutes and then goes to the door and starts whining to get out. And then I pet him, and I think now he's behind my chair. Where did he go? Oh, he is behind the chair. I'm gonna draw you in a suit one day. You know what? Do it. And doggos. I got one in the room right now. The other is
I'll stick with
running
61.
around the house.
Don't let the red guns teach you bad manners.
He gets a little too rambunctious to be in here while I stream.
Main system activating combat mode.
My God, Headbringer, can you,
Balaam Group AC
Iguazu,
squad
can you
red
just
guns
get like a,
reporting
you know,
for duty.
a
Commence
good
mission.
AC?
Attack! Get in there, you maggots!
Great. An independent merc. Who's the wise guy who decided the red gun should be taking care of some freelancer?
Who gives a shit? We'll handle this mission ourselves.
You've gone lore-wise, Grandback has found him living down, but it kind of adopted him.
Freelancer.
Yeah, that is kind of his thing, is he was in a lot of gambling debt, and that's entirely why he's in the Red Guns now.
This is just target
Or
practice.
Iguazu.
When we're done, Locust base is next.
Gun 5. Can't tear yourself away from chatting with a tag along? Why don't you start a sewing club together and stitch that damn mouth of yours shut?
2 targets destroyed.
How about that? Guess you're not a total edge.
That takes care of the frontline MTs.
Can you get a good AC, says the missile user. Hey man,
Wait, 6
if it works, it works.
receiving a coded transmission.
Raven, I represent the Rubicon Liberation Front. Our request is simple. We want you to take out the 2 red guns. Our compensation will be double Balaam's offer, awaiting your response.
Interesting. Your call, 621.
Do I want to fight the Red Guns again? Yeah, let's fight the Red Guns.
Your cooperation is appreciated, Raven.
621. We've received a friendly ID tag from the Liberation Front. Let's not waste their firepower.
I'll see it. Here first, just because you're going to be easier to take down than Volta. Volta's a pain in the ass.
They bought you out, didn't they? That's a low blow, Handler Walter. Gun 4, Gun 5, return fire! It looks like Gun 13's playing dirty now.
I'm not taking any more of your shit. I already get enough from Michigan every day of the week.
You're not going to have an option here, Iguazu.
Damn it. I've been hit bad. Freelancer got lucky.
Iguazu, how many ranks below you is Gun 13? You can count, right? Don't take too long figuring it out. It's a lot. You dumbass Iguazu. You talk the talk, but you can't walk the walk.
AP at 30%. Light left hand ammunition at 30%.
Drink water. I already had to drink water from Potato because I forgot to do that. But hi, Rye. Welcome in.
Light shoulder ammunition at 50%. No repair kits remaining.
Bro, Iguazu, why you talk so much shit if Volta is so much harder to beat than you?
Losing control of my machine. No choice but to withdraw. Confirm.
Iguazu is just
You can bill me for the AC repair.
he's kind of whiny. It's the thing that I really don't like about him.
Walter, I'll be billing you for tuition fees too.
That's why I think he's so easy to bully. Is because all he really does is like whine and complain about things. Yes, I will drink. I've 2 gulps of water I had to drink. And then I think next up from here is just going to be Operation Wall Climber.
Be the handler, I presume, for the independent mercenary Raven.
Honored to make your acquaintance, V2 Snail.
I understand you want to join Operation Wall Climber.
Is that right? Is that you pretending you know what's going on here? Because Potato's already doing that.
Place you meager dog sitter.
I guess I have to specify which Potato now. Fuck, why does there have to be 2 of you?
I hear you're deploying V1 again.
Why does there have to be 2 of you? Now I have to specify which Potato.
Good pilot to rely on.
Oh, are you suggesting your dog can take Freud's place?
We've been through worse than this.
Very well then.
You could call me Witch, it's okay.
V4, who's been equally brazen
Fair.
of late. Let's see how they both perform.
Alright. I'm just used to calling you Potato. Ah. I'm P Potato. Fair.
You got lucky,
Or
Merc.
just dude. Whatever
So
works.
you got a nice punch in. Go buy a lottery ticket. The red guns are going to be first over the wall. Have fun watching from the sidelines.
I think that's why a lot of people don't like Iguazu, is because he talks so much shit, and yet is probably the biggest bitch out of the red gun. But he talks the most shit. Yeah, it's wall climber time. Honestly, I mean, I could always go back to this build here, because the reverse joints just kind of, well, this just kind of steamrolls through it. It's a very tried and true build. I don't know what it is. I just like.
This request
He's literally the definition of fuck around to find out, especially the find out part. He does find out a lot of the time.
a mission the corporations are calling Operation Wall Climber.
I'm skipping this briefing because we've seen it like 50 million times at this point. Or at least I have. Oh. And I realized I gave these. Oh, that's why it has a different pattern, because that was the Moonlight Blade, not another. That's why it has a different pattern. Okay. Well, you know what? That's fine. I can keep the 2 different patterns. I think that looks fine. Not everything has to be perfectly symmetrical.
Your objective is to take the Liberation Front fortress, the Wall. Show them you're worth the credits. 621.
Alright, Walter. Show them. Prize an engineer. Well, it's a good thing I'm not an engineer.
Commence mission. We'll start by clearing the way for Arquebus. Take out the Gatling cannons protecting the city, and the Baus Tetrapod MT further in.
Alright, Juggernaut, I see you up there.
621. Keep an eye out for cover.
You'll never climb the wall, Corporation dog! Coral, abide with Rubicon!
Anyhow, why Gundam though? Why Gundam what? The other build I had there? Because that was my closest approximation of a Gundam that I could make.
We're under attack. They're in the city.
And I am a Gundam nerd. I'm a Gundam fanboy.
They're mocking us. Force in act. We stand as one. Die, mercenary!
Go. And down goes the tetrapod. Drink water again? Alright, I'll drink some more water. Okay, potato, go eat.
Bow's tetrapod MT eliminated. That significantly reduces the threat in the city. Gatling cannons next. Destroy the targets.
I do find it hilarious how, like, the game doesn't necessarily, like, intend for you to take out the tetrapod first. And yet I always do.
The bulkhead and break into the wall.
Like, that was, like, the first thing I did on my very first playthrough was take out the tetrapod first. It wasn't until, like, a ton of playthroughs later that, I learned that they intended for you to take on Gatling cannons first and then the tetrapod.
Do you read me? This is V4 Rusty. You're fast. Guess you're sharper than they say. I'll have to step up my own game. A numbered Vesper. He's an elite. But remember, even Balaam couldn't crack the wall. Don't count on him too much.
Enemy attack! Use that backup! We're taking
Go.
fire!
There should be a lift nearby.
God, I love double triggers.
It's close.
Yeah, there's definitely a few different, like, mentalities you can go into with
Glacier.
AC design.
Make sure you resupply.
Like, I can make an AC that can go through story easy enough, but designing one that's, like, good at PvP is not really my strong suit because I've done literally nothing for PvP game.
That's the stuff. Walter knows how to pick 'em. This is V4. Understood. Raven, just got an update from Snail at command. We've got enemy reinforcements incoming. If I don't intercept them, we're both toast. I hate to leave you like this, but you'll have to finish without me. He's gone. So much for our decoy.
Okay. Easy clap. Easy. Down he goes.
Juggernaut destroyed. Operation Wall Climber is a success. That pilot, Rusty, it seems he knew who you really are. It won't matter. I've taken that contingency into account.
Lightweight, medium, or heavyweight. Eh. Depends on how in depth you want to go.
One new message.
We're war ease now. I think I should tell you some during Operation Wall Climber. Arquebus was planning to sacrifice you.
Weapon wise.
The plan was, but
The other
instead,
part
both
too is
Arquebus
like,
will,
depending on how in depth you want to look at the weapons, because all your different parts do influence what weapons are useful. Because like there's also, on top of like, you know, the firearm specialization like you would have in your arms, there's also recoil control, where a lot of times like recoil control is generally more important than even firearm specialization, because it doesn't matter if you can lock onto them really quick. If you can't control the recoil, then you're not going to be on target anyway. And then on top of that, like the recoil of one weapon influences the recoil of your other weapon that you have in your other hand. So like if you have a weapon like one of the Ludlows in one hand, which has a really low recoil, and in your other hand you have like a Zimmerman, which has a really high recoil, firing the Zimmerman is going to affect the recoil of your machine gun. And then on top of that, you know, you have the different parts. The head in terms of PvP is less influential, because the main thing the head influences like your scanning and attitude stability, which in PvP isn't super influential. So for the most part, your head is just generally aesthetic. Your torso and your legs are really going to determine what weight class you end up in. Like most of you AC games with Ian weapon builds. Yeah. With the implementation of the attitude stability, and having that implementation, I like the kinetic weapons because it makes it easy, because they have an easier time staggering people. So causing that ACS loadout does give you a few more openings. So that's why I tend to like kinetic weapons a bit more. But there's no real like one right or wrong answer to it. But yeah, there's trying to get all the parts to play nice together to, if you want to go in and fully optimize, get really complicated, as I've come to find out. The head, more so than anything, at least from what I found, is mostly aesthetic. I haven't found too many differences between different heads in terms of how the overall AC operates. The biggest differences I found have been the torso, arms, and legs. And then mostly the internals, like the thrusters. The fact that you can get these boosters so early, I think is kind of bull, because every build that I've had that's had them on there, they've been like the best thrusters available, especially for more lightweight builds. They've been really, really solid. So the fact that you can get them so early, to me, is just insane. And honestly, your fire control system can vary depending on what you... Like, honestly, I may even be able to just swap to a Talbot for this. Actually, probably just out of an even smaller reactor, because my EN load now is much lighter. High business speed, and it really cuts back that recharge delay. It does... Oh no, I remember, because it also place has a different feel for the thrust out, for the outward thrust and power from there. That's why I swapped with this one. Oh, I could actually swap to this now, which is one of the better feeling for a lightweight build. What's that?
Got a job for you, 621. This request comes from the Rubicon Liberation Front.
Yeah, so like when it comes to trying to get like fully optimize and make everything play nice, you know, it gets a bit more complicated. The one thing that you know a lot of other Armored Core players have, especially a long time Armored Core players, have noticed and commented on is how comparative to other games there are an insanely small number of parts compared to earlier games. But from what I've noticed is that each individual part is so dramatically different to where trying to find ways to mix and match them, at least from what I've seen, leads to more customizable ACs. Because it's not just, oh, this pair of arms is a slightly better version than this pair of arms that already exists. It's each individual set of arms has a different purpose and it's designed to do something different. So you have to edit everything about the AC depending on what build you want to make. So from what I've found is it brings in more variation than personally what I remember seeing in older games. Just because of the fact that one part isn't always necessarily better than the other, like guaranteed to be better. It's just that it's better for an individual build. That's at least what I've noticed with the game itself. And quite a few other people have also noticed it too. There's just still that crowd of people who complain of the fact that there's a much smaller number of parts. Yeah, more parts don't always mean better game. This is true. Especially when you have like 5 different parts that do the same thing. Like there are 3 separate machine guns that you can pick, which we have the Ludlows, you have, get the name of the bigger full autos, and you have the burst machine guns, where all 3 of them, while they're all technically machine guns, they all do the job differently. Just means that you have a skill issue. Honestly, true. But yeah, so every part, even when you have multiple parts in the same class, they feel different enough to where, you know, it's not that one's better than the other, it's one serves a different purpose than the other. Because even the 2 linear rifles, right? Like one of them is like a higher power linear rifle, but it's also much slower fire rate. So while it does more damage, it's super slow by comparison to the other. Whereas the other has it does less damage and has a lower impact value, but it's a faster fire rate and carries more ammo. Even when you have multiple things within the same class of weapon, it's not necessarily that one is better than the other. It's just that one is better suited for one kind of build than another. There are also just some parts that are just, by comparison to a lot of other things, lackluster. Like these arms that I have on currently, even after getting a nerf in one of the more recent patches, are still one of the better sets of arms you can get for lightweight builds. So like most lightweight builds, well, at least especially if you're checking like in PvP, a lot of lightweight builds will have these arms just because they are so good for lightweight builds. So it's not that other parts are bad, it's just that these ones are too good. Their recoil control is great. And they are the infamous 9 ball arms, of course they'll be good, this is true.
The coral wells
missile emplacements are what I'm most concerned about, and that line of MTs that's planning on coming in, whereas, you know, a couple individual MTs, easy enough to deal with.
Site C. Extracting comrade. Father, don't Jyan. He's the last one. We're counting on you, Raven.
Into the parts stuff. More parts are great if done in an interesting and recognizable way. This is true. Yeah, like if they could keep, like if they wanted to add in more parts, I'd be fine if I felt like, you know, the new parts were like designed to still be their unique thing to implement, and not just adding in something new for the sake of adding it in.
Left-hand ammunition.
621. New enemy confirmed.
That's a red gun's AC.
Yeah. Okay.
Snorting a prison break all alone.
All right, Niall.
Give you that. I've fried bigger fish than you.
That's gun 2 Nile. Red gun's deputy commander, and the brains to Michigan's muscle.
It's too dangerous to force our way through. Raven, secure the escape route.
Okay. Go on. Niall.
2 repair kits remaining.
This is the game we're gonna play.
And ammunition at 30%.
Lost your nerve? Pathetic gun 13. Let Michigan see it. No wonder Michigan took a shot into you.
Confirmed. Gun 2 Nile is down. Well done, 621.
Left-hand
If they really truly fundamentally change your gameplay. That's true, which there isn't a lot of games that would like really do that.
Have anything left to throw at us now? Thanks for the support, Raven.
Should I go out to get ramen right now, or should I stay home and make something? Stay home and make something. You got food at home?
The chopper has exited the combat zone. Mission accomplished. Raven, a symbol of resolve. But mark my words, there will be nothing left but dying embers.
No, Rai asked me. He asked me and I gave him an answer. I said he has food at home. I feel like just because I said that, he's gonna go get ramen.
1.
That's crazy. It is crazy. I will give you that. It is crazy.
Let me thank you again, Raven. We couldn't have rescued our comrades without your help.
What I make that? I don't know. What do you have in the
Key
house?
figure to the movement. A great choral warrior.
You know what you have in your fucking kitchen.
Of Ibis, and a guide to us all. But
Ignore your responsibilities.
like these,
Bro,
no, I shouldn't. He carries a heavier burden than any of us. Oh, and a personal note before you go. Thanks for saving Zayi. I owe you one.
man. Okay. Use your cyborg technology to tell me. Bro, what do you think a cyborg can do? What do you think I can do? I think you're severely overestimating my capabilities. More like
Greetings,
underestimating. No.
My name is Kate Markson. I have a special request to ask of you.
Oh look, it's All Minds OC.
It concerns the elimination of PCA mandatory inspection squads dispatched to Baus Arsenal number 2. Aside from Subject Guard, the PCA has also sent
Oh
an LC
man,
squad to put further pressure on Baus.
that's wild.
Baus, however, intends to disrupt the inspection with a raid by independent mercenaries. I need you to lie in wait inside the arsenal.
Probably gonna get ramen then.
Ambush the Vanguard squad.
I don't know why why you even asked me then if you're gonna ask me what you have in the kitchen and what to make, because I don't know what you have in your kitchen.
That
You're the
can
one
be
who
exciting.
asked if you should make something.
Looking forward to working together.
I don't get why any of y'all ask me anything if you're not even gonna like, you're not gonna follow through with it. You lucky bastard, take it back.
What's stranger? A mandatory inspection or a job from another mercenary?
Yeah, that's probably gonna be some beans and tortillas.
Just like you always do.
I mean, you may knock it, but that's or quesadilla. Bro, the quesadilla is like my go-to thing.
Main system activating combat.
9 times out of 10, if I don't know what to make, like as long as I have tortillas
Eliminate
and
the
cheese, I'm
PCA's
like, I got
mandatory
something.
inspection squads.
I'm grateful for your support, Raven. We'll rendezvous later on.
Code 1-5. Unknown AT. Where did it come from? Eliminate it.
Subject Guard sentry MTs. Watch out for their laser fire. We're clear. Keep moving, 621.
One thing that people do want to have brought back for
Code 3-1C. Sustaining fire from an unknown AC.
quesadilla.
Support. Don't give that AC an inch.
I am not a native Spanish speaker, so if I'm saying something in a way that you wouldn't normally say, that would be why.
PCA suppression force.
Heavy firepower for an inspection.
at 30%. We're being pushed back. Shut that AC down. This inspection is a priority operation.
God, I hate LCs sometimes. They're not even hard to take down, they're just annoying.
I was right to count on the wall climber. Keep up the good work.
I looked into this Kate. She's not even registered in the arena. Be ready for company if her plan to ambush the rear guard goes south.
Code 7-8. Requesting backup. Taking heavy fire. This position's under attack too. Presently exchanging fire.
Right on schedule. Looks like Kate's on the move.
I think she is. It's fine, don't worry about it. I'm definitely not mad or triggered. I didn't think my pronunciation was that bad.
Confirmed. The inspection squad inside the arsenal has been wiped out. It looks like we beat Kate.
Raven, I finished mopping up, but I'm
Rise.
no report. The
It
PCA
is.
made an unexpected move.
Rise Spanish is not that good. He has very limited. He almost gave me a stroke. Well, I'm sorry that I'm American.
Raven, the wall climber, I presume.
made a big mistake. System authorization received. Commencing termination.
PCA Special Forces.
Okay. That was fast.
Russian fleet is coming to Rubicon. These are just the outriders.
621. There's no avoiding this encounter now. Wipe them out.
It can't be. It really is real.
Special Forces
The fact that you have to consume American food is enough to make me forget my anger. Yeah. The main thing that usually gets to me is like the quality of ingredients a lot of the time. Like, one thing that will always get to me is America doesn't even, like, America is the country where Coca-Cola was made. We don't even get the good version of it. Like, Coca-Cola originated here, and we don't even get the good version.
mandatory inspection followed up by a Special Forces deployment. What happened in the arsenal?
Outstanding work, Raven. I was right to choose you.
Code 3-1C. Sustaining heavy fire. Damn it.
You're making headway 621. Keep pushing.
Out. There we go.
I was wrong about you. Goodbye, Raven.
Also, when companies don't give a fuck about their customers. It also is what happens when a country doesn't give a fuck about food regulations. Because companies are just going to do whatever it takes to save as much money as possible. Gonna go back to. Except friends can't, but they can speak Spanish. You should also be able to speak Spanish considering that your grandparents primarily speak Spanish. And you live with them. Yeah, but we all speak Spanglish.
Code 2-3. Attending scene. We've got a 3-1C on our hands. Lost inspection team. Mercs made a big mistake. System authorization received. Commencing termination.
PCA Special Forces. What is this?
Their suppression fleet is coming to Rubicon.
And there's one down.
Raven.
Special Forces craft destroyed. 2 remaining.
Keep it up, Raven.
God, I love Pile Bunker.
It can't be. It really is real.
1 hostile left. It's not over yet, 621.
Impressive, Raven.
Pile Bunker just fucking ends the fight.
Mandatory inspection followed up by a Special Forces deployment. What happened in the arsenal?
Outstanding work, Raven. I was right to choose you.
Code 3-1C. Sustaining heavy fire. Damn it.
You're making headway 621. Keep pushing.
far as I know, no.
Confirmed. All Special Forces craft destroyed. We're done here, 621.
Excellent work, Raven. You've shown me a thing or two.
Let's say, right? Because I think we talked about it, but your grandpa originally came up from Mexico, right? Like he immigrated to the States from Mexico? Or am I misremembering?
Long
Yeah.
time no see, Walter.
Yeah.
Looking
Which
good
also,
for a
that was
change.
probably forever
I see
ago.
you've got a
So
new
he probably
identity.
doesn't remember what the price of a tortilla
What
was
happened
back
to
when he was a kid.
617, the rest?
Or back when he lived
Their
in
jobs.
lived in
They did
Mexico.
what it took to get us here.
Huh. So how's the newcomer doing?
Relatively stable, it seems. But we've run into someone shady.
Someone you want me to look into.
Yeah. Independent mercenary. Goes by Kate.
I haven't been there in a fat minute. Yeah, they probably have no idea about what the economic state is currently there then.
2 new messages.
Little tortillas right now is about $2. Bro, I wish it was that in the US.
Raven,
Hello?
thanks for the help with the mission. We'll meet again.
Got a job for you, 621. This request doesn't come from the Corps or the Liberation Front.
Exchange rate is
You'll see
17.9.
when you check
Jesus.
the briefing.
Like if I were to try and get like a kilo of tortillas here in the US, I mean for half of that I'd be talking like probably close to $5 where I live. It'd probably be like $10 just to get tortillas. Is dumb. Corn tortillas are even more.
This is a rather personal request.
That was for flour. Corn tortillas are even more expensive.
It concerns a certain facility.
We're talking for a full kilo, probably closer to 15,
Regulated the underground flow of coral.
because they're considered
Now it serves to
specialty
monitor the
or
molecules.
like
I want you to attack it.
they're considered more specialty ingredients, so they charge for more for them, even though
The sensor valve at its core.
honestly a
The
corn
watch
tortilla
process
is
secured by SG,
honestly probably one of the more basic ingredients you can use.
which means it's too hot for the corporations to be
Yeah,
seen there.
I know.
In other words,
They charge more because they
flight
can.
simply solo on this one.
Because they can say it's a specialty ingredient, so they can charge more, even though in all reality it's a fucking tortilla. That's what it is. It's a tortilla. What else? They're in and of themselves specialty ingredients. I don't know what you want from me here, America. You can go eat now. All right, Ray. Damn, now I get why people come from the U.S. and retire here. Yeah. Yeah.
You'll be going in under cover of darkness. Be ready for anything.
He said, potato, you just ate. What do you mean save you some? Hello? I swear to God, I'm a black hole.
It's
Oh
go
man.
time, 621. Don't worry, not even the PCA would anticipate a solo independent mercenary. Get in there and get to work.
Main system activating combat mode.
Leave no evidence. If anyone sees you, handle it.
1AC? Who are they with? We can look into that later. Engaging. Code 7-8, requesting backup.
And thank you for the lurk, Rye. Enjoy your food.
Cavalry isn't coming. Wipe them out, 621. Confirmed. Enemy squad destroyed. Move on to the next area.
Right.
Where did that AC come from? What happened?
I'm saying what body shaming? Potato, like,
Code 1-8, all units.
she may be a black hole, but she's also like 5'4" and weighs like next to nothing.
Keep moving or they'll shoot you down.
He's literally tiny to where even my broken ass could probably carry her without any issues. And when I say I am broken, I mean I am broken. I spent 6 years in the army, and the number it did on my body,
Direction indicated.
I throw my back out just trying to get into the shower. Like, I'm physically not okay. I barely function.
The target's inside. Make your way in. You. 621, stop. Behind you.
That you small. She is indeed small.
I'll be coming for you next. First, the dog.
C1249. Sula. He's an independent mercenary who survived first-gen augmentation. Encrypted comms. He must be controlling them too. Don't think twice, 621. Kill him before he kills you.
2 repair kits remaining.
618 I killed last. Was good. But he had nothing on this one.
I tipped you off.
Jane been the same way since 8th grade. Yeah, it couldn't be me.
You and your dog aren't welcome here. Handler Walter. Forget about the hound.
Confirmed. Enemy AC destroyed. 621. Finish off the unidentified mechs.
1 repair kit remaining.
Bro, how many mechs did fucking Sula come in with? I'm just now seeing all of them. Bro, literally came packing an entire fucking platoon. There you are. Thought you were dead. Guess you survived. Did you at least avoid Fort Polk? I did. I'll drink some water. Yeah, I spent most of my time at Fort Bragg. I think is where I spent the longest. Which Fort Bragg in and of itself is its own hellhole.
Light hand ammunition at 30%. Right shoulder
Man, it could have been worse. I mean, the barracks I was staying in still had asbestos in the walls.
Forget about them, 621. Back to work. Penetrate the control center and destroy the target.
There's literally a pothole in our parking lot that had been there by that point for 60 years. I don't even know if it's still there or not. But it was there far longer than it should have been.
Destroy the device in the center.
Probably still is. Were you a specialist? As in rank? Because yes, because I was in psychological operations. I was in
Good
PSYOP.
job, 621.
That's why I was over in the at Fort Bragg.
We're done here. Head back to base.
But yeah, it was Bragg was,
No.
and I very rarely went off post at Bragg, just because usually the farthest out I went was Fayetteville, and Fayetteville was not a good time, so I almost never left. I almost never left post. And now I'm dropping shit all over the place.
Who are you?
Yeah, it was
What type of augmented human? 4th generation.
it was a trip.
Made contact? I am Air, a Rubiconian. Please, you must
At least you got more fun than a friend of mine.
before your consciousness.
Yeah, heavy quotes on fun.
Scattered in the coral flow.
It was definitely a time.
Augmented human C4621. Vital signs confirmed. Disabling autopilot. Establishing comms link.
Anyway, funny big robot game. And also Balteus. I remember the first fight, the first time I fought Balteus, and I remember how difficult he was at the time.
Synchronize with your brainwaves.
And now by comparison,
Contact to support you.
it's like child's play.
Main system reactivating combat mode. I've looked into the enemy craft. It's an autonomous PCA craft, Balteus. You'll have to break its pulse armor to inflict meaningful damage.
He really liked guns, so for some reason, the army, if it was a trucker and a mechanic. You see, that's the thing, right? Is that when I went through, you were able to choose your MOS. It was just based off of what was available at the time. Like, you could reclass into pretty much whatever you wanted, which I very quickly was able to go into PSYOP. Yeet the children. They yearn for the mines. Iwadi knows personally. Howdy, 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 Iwadi. Glad to see that you were lurking the entire time. So much for my chance. Motherfucker got staggered and then immediately went back to being normal.
That massive dose of coral nearly killed you. Please, you have to focus on awareness. The waves are intensifying. Raven, get clear.
There's a Balteus fire sword. Don't miss me too much. I won't.
At 30%.
The enemy can't take much more.
God, I love Pile Bunker.
Enemy systems down. It's silent.
Pile Bunker just hits so hard. There's the dog at my door again.
Raven,
Hold on.
you need rest. But first, a warning.
Yeah, when it comes to that, it's like with
The coral surge you were swept up in?
a lot of times when you first, especially when you first enlist, whatever your first MOS is, varies based off of what they have slots open.
A premonition of the storm of flame that will burn Rubicon.
Which I was really lucky that there were slots open for PsyOp when I first started going in, because PsyOp is a very, very small group and it fills in very quickly. At least normally. But a lot of times it's just because people don't really know what PsyOp does.
A friend of mine sent me this observational data.
Which one would think it'd be fairly self-explanatory.
621. The localized
I'm skipping through that because we've seen it already.
Augmented human C4621 entering standard mode. One new message.
I've got some business to attend to. I need to hawk some intel to the corpse and secure a backer for our trip to the ice field.
Yeah,
One
Walter.
job for rest up, and that's it.
I know. You're trying to secure a backer to get to the ice field. We are trying to find a way there.
See your handlers around, but about that trip to the ice field, let's take a look.
Balaam already. Yeah, that's gonna be due into Grid 086. Got a BRB. Okay. I shall be here. Though I too am actually kind of getting hungry. I want to order something. What to order? I am broke as fuck. Don't exactly have shit to make in the house. So let's. Don't mind me, chat. I'm just getting hungry, so I'm looking at potentially ordering some food. So close. Yeah. That's what. Um. Hmm. What should I get to eat, guys? No. Lurk, my flow rancher. Thank you for the lurk. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day. I am on a brief breakaway because I am hungry and looking at potentially eating some food. I just don't know where I want to get food from. I am hungry. Think. Get tacos. Nah. No. Hey. Hey. Okay. I'm gonna have to restart VTube Studio because my face is frozen. I stayed so far. I stayed away from the app too long on my phone. But now I have food. Supposed to be on the way. See how long it takes for that to get here. There we go. Okay. So now we're gonna get moving.
Here's the request from Balaam Industries.
Great request from
I
Balaam.
want you to carry out an advanced survey of the central ice field
Right?
to confirm the information Walter brought to them about the coral convergence.
Okay.
As for how to cross the Alian Ocean,
Alright.
this is the
One isn't.
intercontinental cargo launcher.
Yeah, this one isn't an alternate mission. We've seen this one before. Anyway.
Let me handle getting us into the grid. Commence.
We go.
System activating combat mode.
I've sent you the marker data. Let's head toward the elevator going to the upper level.
Okay. Go. We have Invincible Rummy.
You just waltz straight in here.
Indeed, I do, Rummy.
Hope you're watching, boss. Leave it to Invincible Rummy to show our guest a good time.
New registration found. AC identified as Mad Star.
Mad stuff!
And there goes Rummy.
Destroyed.
Looks like you're having fun, tourist. You know, RAD loves a good welcome party. Come on in, and let's get acquainted.
How courteous. Let's take her up on the offer, Raven.
Kept us waiting, tourist. Told you we love a good party.
We'll continue waiting. Beautiful. Already gotten all the hidden parts and all of the combat logs for in here. Beautiful. And onward we move.
Can't get your help these days, can you? Would have been cheaper to just hire you instead.
Yeah. Probably would have, but you know what? You chose to hire subpar Those hurt.
Oh, you noticed the fireworks I left for you. You're a smart cookie, aren't you?
And that leaves just you.
Alright, tourist. That's
Easy
enough.
enough.
You've made your point. I surrender. It's just not worth the losses. Come on, I'll let you through. Up along now.
Let's see what she has up her sleeve. Shall we, Raven?
Apply.
You're not afraid of anything, are you?
Now time's for fighting the cleaner.
Too bad that this is goodbye.
So it was a trap. Those are certainly living up to expectations.
Okay.
Nice. I heard you were good. The cleaner is going to have the last laugh.
That's it.
Two repair kits remaining.
Beautiful.
HP at 50%.
And it's dead. Love to see it.
Enemy systems offline. Complete shutdown confirmed.
Enough, tourist. Been miserable knowing you, but I guess playing nice is a smart choice here. You want to go up top, right?
Indeed, it is a smart choice, Carla.
Guided tour from Cinder Carla herself.
Beautiful. That's the end of that mission. There's gonna be Carla reaching out to us telling us she has a job for us.
Hey, tourist. I had to work some of my magic to try. I've got a little job.
Yep. Carla telling us she wants us to take a job.
Raven, did she?
Gotta deal with a data breach.
Angela didn't authorize this sortie either.
We're gonna go deal with them. One thing I don't like about this mission is that like they already start with a good chunk of the data having been taken over.
Let's get rolling, tourist. Destroy all the hacking
Did I
drones
just see
and
someone
my
start up The
coyotes left
Sims?
here.
Let's be quick about this, Raven.
Security breaches
I think I did see someone just start up
Firewall's
Sims
going down
4.
fast. Must be about 5 drones to pull that.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. 4 to go.
Straight out of the gates. Keep it up, tourist.
He did though.
On our tech.
He
Wish
did.
had a little more
He
flair.
really did.
If it were me, I'd raid us from orbit and just yank our servers off the ground.
Which is fucking wild to me. I just want to make sure I wasn't crazy. Which I mean, I know it isn't necessarily indicative of me not being crazy, but that's besides the point. I
like
don't
to
remember
try
where this
messing
last
up
one
now.
is. That was our way in. Came in.
Security breaches reached 50%.
AP at 50%.
Only have some in there. There's like the scanner. Scanner's in there. No. I remember where the frickin'
I've got our crypto keys. That's, not great.
yeah, I'm trying to remember where the fucking last drone is. Oh, it's over there. Probably some stupid obvious spot. It is an obvious spot. I thought it was.
Firewall won't hold much longer.
I'm okay, Carla. Kind of being a bitch. Okay. Last one is. Okay. I'm going to restart the mission just because I don't remember where that was starting and I was coming close to failing anyway.
System activating
So,
Let's get rolling, tourist. Destroy all the hacking drones those degenerate coyotes left here.
Let's be quick on this, Raven.
go through here.
Security breaches reached 10%. Firewall's going down fast.
That's one down.
Destroyed. 4 to go.
Straight out of the gates. Keep it up, tourist.
Number two's here.
I get why they want our tech. I just wish they had a little more flair. If it were me, I'd raid us from orbit and just yank our servers off the ground.
Okay. Okay. Number 4 is through here. Oh, that's number 2. This is 3.
Confirmed. Target destroyed. 2 remaining.
Guess I better get to work on our countermeasures.
Number 4.
Target destroyed.
How do you remember where number 5 is?
You'd have to try to mess it up now. The coyotes are using RADMTs.
That's right.
They're hot stuff on the black market.
Over here.
Wow, that was fast. I've sent the coyotes and their pals a little counter-virus. Their servers are officially fried. Maybe that'll teach them to behave. Wait, the radar. Are there more of them?
There we go. Alright, and we move on.
Two repair kits remaining.
Go fight Iguazu, who's gonna show up.
I see the coyotes got some help too. And don't forget to smile, tourist.
Heal.
No repair kits remaining.
Yeah, Iguazu, you could take that thing out, right? Got that, right? Looks like you do.
Now we can finally be alone. Your next freelancer.
Am I?
They're ringing in my ears again. It'll be peace. Damn it! I would have had you.
Oh, you wouldn't have.
Don't you dare think you've won.
I did, though.
Looks like it's over. I'll have the
Poor
crew check out
Iguazu.
those mechs.
Raven, this
Poor
unidentified machine
Iguazu.
is using encrypted communications. I'll do what I can to decrypt them.
I just love having John's picture up on my screen. That picture is just great. Love it.
One new message.
Guess you noticed that job from Balaam and decided to take it. Next time, look before you leap. You can't trust anyone on Rubicon.
F for John. Yeah,
Keep
he's
heading
not
for
dead.
the ice field.
Just gone.
I'll take care of some loose ends in the meantime.
He abandoned us. Went on vacation.
Raven, I've managed to decode those encrypted comms. They identified you as an impediment to the release project.
Huh?
But what is the release project?
Yeah, okay. Ocean crossing. Let's go.
We're
Let's
continuing through Grid
fucking
086
go.
toward the intercontinental cargo launcher. As promised, Carla has agreed to serve as our guide. I'm not sure how safe it is to trust a dozer,
Probably not.
but if we turn her down, we turn her knowledge down as well.
Yeah.
One more thing.
Yeah.
Raven. Cinder. Carla's nickname.
Yeah, I know. It's someone who survived the fires of Ibis, but that was supposed to be 50 years ago, and Air doesn't understand that people can live for more than 50 years.
I'm quite enjoying the routine.
Main system activating combat mode.
Here we go, tourist.
What's
I'll lead the
stupid?
way, just as promised.
What don't?
But after this, you owe me one.
Back. It took long to come back, but I'm back. Welcome back, Felix.
This elevator goes straight to the top of the grid, the outer shell. Sadly, that's beyond my territory. I mean, once you're out there, the PCA satellites see everything.
That's one thing that I find weird about the elevators in these games, right? Is that the ground is constantly moving up.
You can guess what happened.
Oh no, it's they actually do account for it. This elevator, the ground was moving up, although now it's slow to descent. But how was your drive ride? I don't know how you get home from school.
At this altitude, we're within firing range of the PCA satellites.
Intruder detected in forbidden sector. Terminating target.
That must be the PCA security system.
Damn it.
50%.
Don't get fried.
That's an extremely powerful laser. Be careful, Raven.
Nice moves, tourist.
Bro. Did you roll the side of your notebook? Man, that sounds boring. I just got fucking evaporated here.
That must be the PCA security system.
Well, nowhere to hide now.
Great force.
Don't get fried.
That's an extremely powerful laser. Be careful, Raven.
Never thought I'd see an AC dancing through the PCA's lasers like that. Nice moves, tourist.
How I avoided getting hit that time, I don't know, but I did. The crazy part is that it actually came out good. That's surprising. Dueling in like the side of notebooks, I don't usually see that turning out well for most people. Let alone myself, but I generally just suck at art anyway.
Get the cargo launcher ready.
There. Access the container.
Now, if you could just step inside.
Wait. Enemy detected.
My boredom became a masterpiece in science. That is fair.
Great. Found a sea weapon. That, tourist, is a sea spider. One of the Institute's relics left to haunt Rubicon. Now what's it doing here?
Close was from the generator. This is no ordinary machine. Be careful, Raven. It's taking damage. Keep it up, Raven.
That machine was created by a bunch of mad scientists.
There we go.
tourist. Fires by this may have taken the Institute. Their dirty work survived. What the? It's taking off.
Oh, but it's now airborne.
Watch out.
Now, this could be some good R&D data. Can't wait to get back to the workshop.
It's taken major damage. You can do this, Raven.
Smash it up, tourist.
Hey.
At 30%.
Push back, tourist.
You can hit just as hard. Stay focused.
Can I hit just as hard, air?
Systems down. The generator's going to explode.
I'm getting my ass beat here. How far away is my food? Good distance away.
They were using coral for fuel.
Yes, air. That's what they were using coral for.
That was quite the show, tourist. How about we get back on track? Hop in the container. I'll operate the launcher from here. Brace yourself.
Now when my food gets here is probably when I'm gonna end stream. But we got a while before that, so I think we're good.
By the way, tourist.
And by a while, I mean, it depends on traffic, how fast he's able to get over here, which, I just remembered the area of the restaurant I ordered from is pretty hot, heavy traffic, so, he may be having some problems. But,
Sorry for you. I really do.
you know. When I'm hungry, I'm hungry.
Oh, and one more thing. You know the cargo launcher's strictly for cargo, right?
I got both of my dogs staring at me from different
No one's ever
sides.
used it to launch themselves before. At least not in one piece. Hope your luck changes.
We're gonna skip through that because we've seen that already. We're now on the ice field.
Augmented human C4621 entering standard mode.
Here we are. A new message from whom?
Looks like you've
Walter?
made it to good.
Yeah.
Archibald, you know about.
Here.
Raven, I've been looking into the integration program. And
There we
it
go.
turns
Now
out
we come to the fun
interesting.
things.
It looks like Allmine's been gathering data on new craft no one even knows about yet.
Yep.
I've installed a backdoor. How about taking a peek, Raven?
Here comes the real fun stuff. I already got all the OS2 stuff. That's all I do. Yeah. And it is Field Haze Ortus.
Raven, Allmind was keeping this data secret. Steel Haze Ortus. It clearly isn't a mass-produced AC.
Oh, no, it is not.
How do we see how it performs?
Main system activating combat mode.
Oof, excuse me.
AP at 50%. AP at 30%.
Right, he has terminal armor on that. There we go. I don't know. Howdy, friendly. Welcome in. Hope you're having a good day.
The AC was designed for mobility
Is it-
above all else.
Wait a
Take
second.
special pilot to master it.
Hold up. Isn't it late as fuck for you? He's been a roller coaster. I bet. And yeah. Bruh. Bruh.
What do you think Allmind is collecting all this data for?
I don't know,
I'm
Air.
concerned about what these notes mean.
Mm-hmm.
What is the primary factor?
Question. I don't know. I still don't remember what the primary factor was technically supposed to be. I don't know what are we here. His booster, maybe? Also on the tester, and that's the only. I don't remember how to get that one. How the fuck am I supposed to get that booster? I feel like it's just a part I missed. It was like in a chest somewhere. Ortus, Yeah. First few changes it can make to Ortus. 1. Boosters. Change number 2. Actually, reactors. Even just swapping out the Abbott for the Talbot. Bad. Boosters, easy swap. Arms. Easy swap. Well. Does slow him down, but it does reduce the armor quite a bit, but you know what? He ain't concerned about armor, he's concerned about being fast. Head doesn't really need to. Just by changing the thrusters. I'm gonna blindly trust your nerd talk as I usually do. Oh man. You and everyone else here apparently. The only time people like don't blindly trust my nerd talk is if they also play the game and follow along with the nerd talk. Yeah, that's nice Ortus. No, it ain't one of my ACs, so I don't really want to keep using it. This one, on the other hand, though, is one of mine. Instead of that, I think I'm gonna with. Do I want songbirds on that shoulder? Kinda do. I tried to follow along. Yeah. What happens when I'm a fucking nerd? It gets hard for people to follow along. Ain't no fucking way he got that lost. Bro, what? So I had ordered food, and the delivery driver had picked up the food, but somehow managed to get so turned around because he was supposed to head south on the freeway to get to my house to drop off the order, and somehow he ended up going north, and he went north for like several miles before realizing he was going the wrong direction. So what should have been 10 minutes until my food got here has become 20. Bruh.
Got a job for you, 621. It's a request from one of the Balaam companies.
Attention, Gun 13 Raven. This job comes from our subsidiary Dafunk.
Bro, I'm fucking hungry.
Are you still hearing things?
Main system activating combat mode.
Commence mission. Extract the data from the birth survey drones, then get out.
I ended up realizing that
An intruder.
I have not eaten very much today.
Independent merc. Taking Balaam's money, no doubt. Intercept!
621. Eliminate obstructions as you see fit, but remember that the data is your priority. There. Commence retrieval, 621.
Remnants of the fire still
So yeah, because I think I'm remembering now. Yeah, the more I think about it, I realize the less I really haven't eaten all that much today. The last thing I ate was at breakfast. And that was like, yeah, that was a long time ago. A lot longer than I should have gone without eating.
That's 3.
Now I'm trying to wait for my food to get here, and guy had a delay because he took a wrong turn, and he's having even more delays. He's going even farther away. What is happening? Bro, you good?
Even the Rubiconians have forsaken this lifeless place. The PCA has their eye on it. Coral must be involved.
This should be the last one.
Okay.
Who knows what's out there on this vast sheet of ice?
You and the AC, what are you doing here?
Wouldn't you like to know?
He's just gonna shut them down.
Light hand ammunition at 50%.
And dead. Moving on.
Attention Gun 13 Raven! Looks like you ruffled some feathers. Taking their drones back to HQ. I want you to find them and stop them.
Okay. Yeah, the delivery driver is literally heading further and further away from where I live. He went from being like, it almost looks like he's trying to drive away with it. He went from being like 10 minutes away from my house to now like closer to 30 minutes away from the
That
house.
must be the independent Merc. Shut it down before Balaam gets hold of our data.
Eliminate them, 61.
Wait. What's that sound?
That ship. It's identifying as PCA.
It's kind of annoying because I don't want to end up having to cancel the order because I'm hungry. And I would like to actually, eat food.
Subject guard. Did they send in an enforcement squad? 621, that's an LC. The PCA's rank and file, and a big step up from subject guard MTs.
Two repair kits remaining.
Yeah, nah. Maybe this is our first playthrough. It'd be too fast. But this is New Game Plus Plus. Now it's kind of a bitch compared to what I have. It's just annoying.
They've deployed drones. Intercept 621. Looks like you're on the deck. Good call. Smash the bridge, 621.
Enemy propulsion systems compromised.
It's
Yo.
low. Get clear, 621.
Yeah, get clear. Oh, they canceled my order. Because, the driver was fucking stupid.
Looks like the coast is clear. The closure area is SG's jurisdiction. Why send an enforcement squad in a warship? Special mission, maybe.
Which is actually really annoying because I saw that he had picked up the food
Over there.
and then it got canceled.
Trespassers to Rubicon, this is your warning. Disarm and withdraw from the closure area immediately. Resistance will be regarded as a declaration of war.
That's annoying. Alright, well,
And you will be marked with your
I do think that's probably what I'm going to call it because I am really hungry.
makes no exceptions.
The PCA. They're coming.
I'm going to see
Looks like we got a little too eager, 621.
who's streaming. Online at the moment. Particular that I would rate it. So, yeah, I think we're just gonna end up calling it here, going through this, and I'm gonna figure out what I want to do for food.
Hey, Rick.
And I can skip that because that's something we've seen before.
One.
Okay.
I see you got a call from V4. I've been contacted as well. Seems both sides check the brief.
Raven, it's farthest.
Okay. All right. So, with that, I will catch you guys next time. Tomorrow's stream is going to be a really late stream, and that is by design. I'll catch y'all next time. Till then. Oh, didn't even cut myself off before I even said it. Sticks out.